Hello children, welcome to AIMS Today online class. This is biology session, ultrastructure of cell. So we have been discussing about the ultrastructure of cell, some important cell organelles we have studied. So today also let us proceed to study about the important cell organelles and their functions. Okay. Centrosome. Centrosome is the center of the cell discovered by Van Benden in 1887. Centrosome is the center of the cell discovered by Van Benden in 1887. So it is present just above the nucleus in animal cells. In plant cells, these centrosomes are absent usually, but at the time of cell division, these centrosomes appear. It is found near the nucleus and includes a specialized portion of cytoplasm called centrosome. Here, this is the centrosome. On either side of the nucleus, these are the two centrosomes. When they divide, they are called centrioles. Okay. Next, its matrix is called as kinoplasm. The matrix means the fluid which is present inside the centrosome. It is called as a kinoplasm, in which two centrioles, there are two centrioles are embedded here. So this is the kinoplasm. In the kinoplasm, there are two centrioles embedded in the kinoplasm. Each centriole consists of 9 fibrillar units. It consists of 9 fibrillar units, and each fibrillar unit is found to contain 3 microtubules. Okay, each one containing 3 microtubules. So each centriole consisting of 9 fibrillar units, and each fibrillar unit consists of 3 microtubules. These are the microtubules. Okay, each fibrillar unit consisting of 3 microtubules. There are 9 fibrillar units present in each centriole. The function of centriole is to form the spindle at the time of cell division. So here in the second diagram you can see, at the time of cell division, the nuclear structures, so nucleolus, nuclear membrane, there some structures will disappear. At the same time, the centrosome breaks to release these centrioles. These centrioles reach the opposite poles of the nucleus, and they form the spindle fibers which help to hold the chromosomes in position. Okay. In this way, the centrioles help in the process of cell reproduction or cell division. Okay children, who discovered centrosome? Centrosome was discovered by Van Benden. Okay, there are how many centrioles are present in the centrosome? There are 2 centrioles are present. Okay, what is the matrix of centrosome? It is called kinoplasm. The kinoplasm of centrosome consists of 2 centrioles. Okay, let us proceed. Next important cell organelle, endoplasmic reticulum. So in the cytoplasm, a network of tubules are present. These network of tubules called endoplasmic reticulum. This network of tubules will be of two types, that is a smooth endoplasmic reticulum and a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum. On the surface of endoplasmic reticulum, if there are no granules or if there are no ribosomes, then it is a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum is also called agranular endoplasmic reticulum. Agranular endoplasmic reticulum. So to the nuclear envelope only this endoplasmic reticulum is attached. This endoplasmic reticulum exists in two forms, that is a smooth and a rough endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. Once again, rough endoplasmic reticulum. What is the rough endoplasmic reticulum? Rough endoplasmic reticulum, on the surface of the tubules, ribosomes are present. What is endoplasmic reticulum? It is a tubular structure attached to the nuclear envelope. So on the tubules, if ribosomes are present, then the form of endoplasmic reticulum is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. It is also called granular endoplasmic reticulum. Granular endoplasmic reticulum. So this endoplasmic reticulum will connect the plasma membrane and nucleus and other organelles. Plasma membrane, nucleus and other organelles. So it acts like the transport bridge or communicating bridge between the other organelles and the nucleus. Let us see the function. The first one, it gives strength to the cell and forms a cytoskeleton. This endoplasmic reticulum, rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, they give the strength and forms a cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton gives support, protection and shape to the cell. Granular endoplasmic reticulum or rough endoplasmic reticulum, it helps in protein synthesis. It helps in synthesis of proteins. Agranular endoplasmic reticulum, it helps in lipid synthesis, or it involves in the production of lipids. Then it forms the workbench for many biochemical reactions in the cell, because some important enzymes are also synthesized by this endoplasmic reticulum. So it acts as a workbench for many biochemical reactions in the cell. This particularly if you take the smooth endoplasmic reticulum is also involved in the detoxification. The endoplasmic reticulums, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, which is present in the liver cells, hepatocytes, involves in detoxification, means conversion of high toxic substances into low toxic substances is called detoxification. It is also one of the important function of liver, which is carried out by the smooth endoplasmic reticulum present in the cells of liver, hepatocytes. Okay. Next, ribosomes. Ribosomes are the smallest particles. They are the smallest particle present in the cytoplasm. So these are so whatever we are studying the ultrastructure of cell. So the electron microscopic view of different cell organelles we are discussing. The ribosome is the smallest particle present in the cytoplasm of the cell. They will be attached to the cell organelles or they are also freely distributed in the cytoplasm. In a eukaryotic cell, the ribosomes are called ATS type of ribosomes. These ATS ribosomes are present in the eukaryotic cells. It is made up of two subunits. So here the picture which is shown here consisting of two parts. They are the smallest unit and largest unit. It is made up of two units. The ribosome made up of two subunits. They are 40S and 60S subunits. 40S and 60S subunits. A small unit of ribosomes, smallest subunit, and the large subunit of ribosome. And the ribosome is made by proteins and RNA. So proteins, nothing but amino acids, growing peptide chain. So the RNA in the form of tRNA and mRNA. mRNA means messenger RNA. Okay. tRNA is also, these tRNA help in the protein synthesis, transfer RNA. So here the ribosome is made up of proteins and RNA. The ribosome shows the size is very small, 150 to 200 angstroms in diameter. The ribosome combine with mRNA and produce proteins. Okay, ribosome is made up of the two units, particularly the eukaryotic ribosomes. The two subunits, they are 40S and 60S subunits. 40S and 60S subunits. Okay, so the ribosomes made by proteins and RNA, the ribosome shows 150 to 200 angstroms diameter. The ribosome combine with mRNA and produce proteins. tRNA is the transfer RNA. It is an adapter molecule composed of RNA. Typically it contains 76 to 90 nucleotides in length. You will study in higher classes. And it serves the physical link between mRNA and amino acids. tRNA acts like a link between the mRNA and amino acids. So here see, this is mRNA and these are amino acids, and tRNA is present between. Okay, and amino acid sequence. So these amino acids only combine to form the proteins. So what is a protein? Protein is nothing but peptide chains, combined amino acids combine to form the proteins. A group of ribosomes with mRNA is called polysome. So these polysomes are present in
These came back from a sun.
Polysomes are present in bacteria or prokaryotic cells. So what is the function of these ribosomes? Ribosomes' main function is protein synthesis. So they are also called the protein factories of the cell. Next, Golgi complex. Golgi complex, it is another important cell organelle. It was discovered or described by Camillo Golgi, hence it is called Golgi complex. They are also called dictyosomes. Particularly in plant cells, these Golgi complex are called dictyosomes and idosomes. The complex shows three types of structures. There are three main types of structures combined to form this Golgi complex. So what are the three main structures? The first one is cisternae. So this is the cisternae. Cisternae are flat sac-like structures. They are flat sac-like structures. They are arranged one above the other. They are arranged one above the other. They are 150 V in length. Okay. And 60 angstroms in thickness. 150 microns in length and 60 angstroms in thickness. Next structure, vacuoles. Vacuoles, these are the vacuoles. Secretory vesicles or vacuoles. These are oval in shape. They are big in size. Oval in shape and big in size. And vesicles. So these are the vesicles, small. They are in the form of groups. These vesicles are in the form of groups. And all these structures, what are the structures? Cisternae, vacuoles and vesicles, totally called Golgi complex. Totally called Golgi complex. So here the Golgi complex. What are the functions of Golgi complex? So Golgi complex containing the cisternae. There is a space in the cisternae, it is called lumen, and it consists of secretory vesicles, and they help in the transport. The Golgi body have been noticed. Number one, secretion. The main function of Golgi complex is secretion, or the secretory organelles present in the cell is Golgi complex. Formation of glycoproteins or secretion of glycoproteins. Formation of other organelles like vacuole, vesicles. Okay, the vacuoles are formed from this Golgi complex only. Sperm maturation. The Golgi complex present in the testis or the seminal vesicles helps in the maturation of sperms in the male organisms. Okay, what is sperm? Sperm is the male gamete. So this is about the Golgi complex and today's class. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.